feel extremely privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to speak about Dr. Yashaswini P, Assistant Professor of English. She did her bachelor's degree in biochemistry, sericulture and biotechnology from Maharani's College and master's MA in English from Bangalore University. She is first rank holder in English in PG examination 2012. She was awarded PhD from Rewa University for the thesis entitled Myth, Society and Identity, a study of Geeta Hariharan's selected novels. She has been in teaching profession since 8 years and has served in various educational institutes like Acharya Institute of Graduate Studies, Rewa University and presently in UAS GKVK Bangalore from past 6 years. She has offered various English courses like General English, Additional English and Optional English to various undergraduate streams and various academic semesters like BA Mass Communication and Journalism, BA English Honours, BSc and BBM, including broad topics like prose, poetry, drama, critical theory and novels in literature, experience under expression, grammar, reading comprehension, listening skills, etc. She has attended various national and international workshops and conferences and presented research articles, some of them Similitude of Societies, Commercialization of Education in India, Defining and Redefining Women, Female Struggle for Safe Society, Portrayal of Identity Crisis in Geeta Hariharan's 1000 Faces of Night. She has also authored a book named Workbook for Comprehension and Communication Skills in English. She also encouraged students to create movies, keeping social issues as the main theme and to bring awareness among people through media. She has also anchored many national and international seminars, and today she will be giving a talk on Dismantling Patriarchy, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a feminist. Patriarchy is a system that benefits men as a social group through the oppression and exploitation of women that is found to a large extent on the sexual division of labor and nurtured by biological determinism of socially constructed gender roles. The fight to dismantle patriarchy and all the structures of oppression within our own organization, structures and societies is crucial to the system change needed to face the current deep-rooted and interconnected social crisis. Baba Sahib said, "I measure the progress of the community by the degree of progress which women have achieved." By this, I would conclude, and now the stage is yours. Thank you.
Good evening, when I'm not present here. Hope you are not tired. Are you? Is it okay if I take your 45 minutes of time to speak about patriarchy and feminism, which are quietly, you guys are very familiar with, because I always take up these kind of issues in the classroom. Probably I don't know, because the previous year where I have engaged your classes, most of the classes online. So I didn't get that kind of opportunity to discuss these kind of very interesting topics with you all. So now today, respected dignitaries and then my dear students, first of all I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity to speak about this particular topic, because I always believed in feminism, and I did my research in gender studies and feminism. So where I talk about the very important topics like identity crisis and mythological stories, how it is influencing on women and how it is structuring the patriarchy, and how it is actually how we can deconstruct the society as well as we can reconstruct it. And when it comes to politics, even in the thesis, I have worked on different types of politics, especially the gender politics. And then when it comes to identity, what is women identity, what is caste identity, religion identity, and identity crisis, so on. So now today, when the association head was approached me, I was very happy to talk about this particular topic, that is dismantling patriarchy, Ambedkar as a feminist, right? So now I think most of you, like in the crowd, probably knowing that you guys used to write essay, right, on English teacher, your favorite teacher, or something like that, right? You remember that? Yeah. So I used to receive a few kinds of papers where little appreciation. I don't know whether fortunately or unfortunately, they used to talk about the present course teacher, probably for the internals, I'm not sure. So they used to say that you're very presently the course teacher, this is so and so Yashaswini ma'am, she's very good, very supportive, but feminist. What kind of a point is that? But feminist. It is like he's intelligent but irregular to the class. It gives a very contra meaning to it. Good, supportive, but feminist. So what does it mean? So that question was always like when I see the name of the person, it used to be always guys who have used that term, me calling me as a feminist. Yes, I'm a feminist, right? So now. But the point here is, they say that we are feminists and they term that particular word as though we are terrorists. Because these people, they come, they fight, they question, they're bold, they're too courageous, they don't care for society, they don't, maintain the protocol to talk how, to whom. There comes a question like, patriarchy. Why? Why shouldn't we question the things which are in a very serious disorder? There is no structure for it. So now let's see what exactly feminism is all about. So yeah, feminism. So it's a word coined by Charles in 1837, and it originally referred feminine qualities of character. And feminism is a movement characterized by various ideologies aimed at equality. So equality, it can be political equality, economic, cultural, social rights for women. So it started defining what feminism is, what women are in the society. As you all know, globally, right? Globally, women are said as the other gender. They don't come to the mainstream, do they? No. So who was leading globally the society? It was only men, because they think that they are superior than women. Am I right? Yes? Yeah. So feminism, so when this social disorder was happening, so women, one question popped up in their mind, and then they were like, why are we, called as inferior to men? We are human beings, we are working, we are intelligent, so we all have, all the attributes of what we are, but still why are we inferior to them? Because there are so many social evils, and it was a kind of divine sanction from the religion that they are called as inferior to the other gender. So let's see. So then what happened in Western society? They realized their self. They realized their identity, who they are. And then the movement started. And that movement, they all started for asking the right for vote. Okay? So feminism is a belief that women should have equal rights as men. Correct? You agree with that? Yeah. And in consequence, the feminist movement fights for equal rights and opportunities for women. And then this feminist movement, right, the entire movement is divided into 3 waves. Okay, and in what happened in the first wave, that started in 19th and early 20th century in UK and US. Remember guys, so English literature started in 14th century. 14th century, okay, and then it was only men used to write about things, and there were only men writers, there were no women writers. When women started writing, it is in 19th century. So how many centuries gap that they took time to come and then be vocal about women. So for example, a man explaining about motherhood, can he give a justice to that point because he has not experienced it? He may give 90%, but that 10% psychological trauma about women, only women can explain it better than the other gender because they experience it. The same way transgender too. What they experience, we cannot experience it. So who can give, the justice? The one who experiences it. Correct. So yeah, so 19th century women became vocal about their experiences. They started writing. And then coming back to feminist movement, it won improved rights of women in marriage and property. Its biggest achievement was winning some political power. So what happened, these people, they campaigned, women campaigned on the roads, and then they started, holding placards saying that no vote for women, women for vote, sorry. And then in 1918, women were, they were sanctioned, they gave the access to vote. Who gave? The other gender of the society. So they gave the, opportunity for women to vote. And it was a clause that, the women who should have the property will get the right of vote. Right? And later, in 1928, it was extended to all women above 21. And then in the second wave, what happened that happened in 1960s and 1970s, it extended fight beyond political rights to, right to education, and then safety measures in workplace as well as in domestic. And then a very important work, that is the Feminine Mystic by Betty, that argues that women were, unhappy. They are not happy in the said stereotypical, chores that women ought to do as a woman. Right? So she was always confined to the four walls, that is kitchen and storeroom. Correct? She never came out. Why did they deny giving her voting power? Because she has no knowledge. Correct? When you are not, when the doors of education is shut to her, how can she become an educated person? It's an irony, right? So then, third wave, what happened in 1970s, to present, now even fourth wave also started. But still, let's stick on to the third wave, because fourth wave we haven't seen any movement as such. So it widened the feminist movement and its ideas beyond middle class. It went to the grassroots level of the society. It started talking about the race, ethnicity, and the class structure of the society. Then what happened? So many things were happening in Western, and what about Indian society? So in India also, feminism started. So when did it start? It started in late 19th century. So again, here also we can divide the movement into three, phases. So first phase, what happened beginning in mid 19th century. So reformers began to speak in favor of women's rights by making reformations in the society in the field of education, customs involving women. Okay, and who were the feminists who worked in this first wave, second wave, and third wave? I'll be talking about them later. And then in the second phase, from 1915 it started. So you all know. Indian independence era, that movement, nationalism